Hey, this is your girl Chula. What's up? And today we have Leah as my co-host.
Good morning, good afternoon. What day is it? I just woke up. Too much drinking last night.
I woke up like this. If you guys can see this sexy ass, like literally, she wakes up and she looks fucking fabulosa, okay? Like, I woke up like this, bitch. What's up?
It's not having a man in your life. It's magical. Nobody to drain you.
Fuck. I hear you.
No man, lots of facials and a little tequila every night. It's the magical potion for staying young.
So tell me, sis. So, ¿qué estabas haciendo last night? Like, what?
Oh, well, I can't say too much. No, you know what? It's one of the first weekends I've had without my kids. And so last night I drank a little bit, but I stayed up late. I watched some of my favorite movies. I drank some tequila, and then I haven't slept in like a month. So today I just said, you know what? I'm going to sleep with no alarm. My phone's going to be on silent. And, I ended up oversleeping. So sorry about that. But, it felt good.
Yeah,
Needed a little. In my dream, something was vibrating and I was like, I'm not sure which way this dream was going to go. And then something hit me like, wait, there was something you were supposed to do today. What was it? And I checked my phone and it was 12:30. And I said, oh my God, my sister's going to kill me. I can't believe it. I thought, I'll sleep in. It'll be like 10 or something when I woke up, and that went off the rails. So anyway, like I always say, a little late, but worth the wait.
Right. No, I was telling my girls, I was like, let me give her 10 more minutes and I'm going to call her again. And she doesn't answer. Well, one of you guys have to be my co-host. And then you picked up. So it was meant. It was meant for you to be my co-host today.
I always squeak in, even if it's a little bit late. I never totally miss anything. But even parties, and it's like, it's a bad habit I have to fix. But oversleeping this much doesn't happen very often. So I need to get my act together today, sis.
Okay. Well, today, you guys, it's the month of October, and we're going to be doing like spooky ass story this whole month. And you guys, this is like, I love spooky ass stories because, I live for this. It's just, so I'm excited. So that's going to be our topic today, you guys. So stay tuned. And today we have two special ladies that I love so much. I got my girl Sandra over here and my prima hermana Norma to my left.
Hey.
And we're chilling here at Norma's, drinking a little bit of champagne and a little bit of tequila, which I don't know. I always get stuck with girls that can't drink or something, but I'm going to make them drink. I'm not going to be the only one here. So, let's talk a little bit about you guys.
About us?
Let's start with Norma.
With me, well, I'm Norma. I am Olga's one of the oldest girl cousins. Well, I could say this probably the oldest one, but I still hang out with the young ones, believe it or not.
I'm not that young.
Hey guys, everybody, Norma's hot, just so everybody knows. So she's I'm one of the oldest. Yeah, absolutely gorgeous, smoking hot body, like make you just want to like seriously just melt, like straight fuego. So don't let the sweet little voice fool you, because you see her and be like, oh my God. Just to set the tone for you guys.
She's a motherfucking MILF.
Oh, straight up, beyond.
Well, I am a mother of three. I have three beautiful teenagers. I have two girls, and I have a young man who is pretty handsome. Is my pride and joy, I could say that. Other than that, my hobbies are mainly work. I love to cook.
Yeah, she can cook, you guys. Yes. She can cook.
I mean, that's mainly what I'm about, what I do. Just work, eat, cook.
Work, cook, look good all day and every day. And this is my girl over here. She's hella shy. She's like, you got this. You got this.
I'm Sandra. I'm Norma's comadre. Olga's good friend. Olga's my good friend, my rock.
Aww.
What can I say about myself? I don't know. I have 3 kids and I work, and it's pretty much work, and working out is my life. Work, kids, working out. That's pretty much all.
How you guys love my fajas, cabronas? The waist
Ooh,
trainer.
You need an episode just about the waist trainer.
Do you guys like
We
it?
do.
Yes.
Oy, madre de Dios. And you know what we're
You guys,
probably
the
gonna-
whole champagne just
So just so you know, Norma and I wear our fajas to the gym every day. And we the other day a girl goes up and we did a full-on presentation in the middle of the weight room, showing her the faja. I even showed my chonis to everybody because I was trying to show this girl the faja.
shout out to my girl for showing the chonis.
Love it. Love the faja.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate that. I'm getting a lot of feedback. They're like, oh my God, the material is different. I love that it's longer and it's not too short. And I was getting a lot. I'm so with it.
Mhm.
I'm happy that you
I
guys
love
like
it.
it.
Yeah.
Love it.
And I could definitely see inches go off my waist. You know, we tried that, the extra large. It doesn't even do anything for me right at this time. I need something tighter, even though I get and grasp it with the other arms. It's still tight, but I want it to be tighter. So I'm getting ready to go to the next size down.
Yeah, I'm excited. Getting you a size medium, so I really want to see how much how because it was a few inches, like we couldn't close it. So I'm super excited to see the results.
I wear mine always, probably too long.
I need to look nicer because girls don't approach me. I wear it, but I think I have resting bitch face. So like I see girls that will like look at me and they'll be squinting to try to see what's written on the faja. And I'm like, do I look mean? Like, are they afraid to ask me? They just want to like try to get a look in and see the brand name, you know, without having to say anything to me.
Right.
But I can see them because I also with my Curvy Chula Faja package got that amazing face mask. Like it's like a full face, like it's like a smoked ombre face mask. It covers your whole face. You can wear lipstick, you can wear lip gloss, and you don't have that mask just around your mouth anyway. So you can't really see if I'm looking at you or not. Oh, but I can see you, bitch. And so like trying to look, but it's fine because I want everybody to have like a snatched waist. Like that's the new thing. I want every woman to feel good about themselves. But yeah, they don't approach me. They just look and squint. And I'm like, okay, I just need to start throwing business cards at girls that are too afraid to talk to me. Just ching here.
I'll give you some business cards very soon. I want to do I'm going to get the whole website going and stuff. I just need to start getting pictures going and everything. But I'm almost there. I'm waiting for the next order because I'm all sold out for all the small ones. And Leah, I have a few people coming from your Instagram. They're like, oh, I want Leah's neck.
Okay, see, so they don't DM me. Like I said, they don't ask me nothing. I guess they just see it just like at the gym and then they just go do their own thing. Hey, but as long as they're gonna go make that next move their best move and start getting curvy, then good for them, you know.
Right. Okay, you guys. Leah. Oh, we're gonna go to our spit out. Desembúchalo. Like whatever happened to you this week, good or bad, spit it out. Usually our guests go first, so either Sandra or Norma, go ahead.
Mini, mo.
Whoever, okay, Norma goes first.
Okay, Norma goes first. Well, the only thing that I got going on this week is that I did get one of my molars pulled out yesterday. That was exciting. Well, no, it wasn't not exciting at all. It took him like 2 hours. It was cracked from corner to corner, and I procrastinated for a while before I decided to have it removed because it was going to cause more problems later on. So that was my life yesterday. I was knocked out. I was not feeling the greatest, but today I'm almost brand new again. So
Good.
that's what happened to me.
All right.
Oh, geez.
Sandra.
I had a pretty calm week. My husband went hunting this weekend, so it's me time all weekend.
Fuck yeah, I hear you.
So Leah, where's the party at tonight?
Actually, the party tonight is at Nika Lounge in Concord for the beautiful Giselle's birthday, my boy Johnny's daughter. So it's gonna be cracking over there. Not sure if I'm gonna go. It's gonna be maybe a little too crazy for me. But I might go. I don't know.
Leah,
That is gonna be way too crazy for
I see Leah partying with Too Short in Vegas. What do you mean too crazy?
Oh, I did do that. I know. But you know, I'm bipolar. One day I'm partying with Too Short in Vegas and diving into a pool at a club, and the next day I'm just gonna be in my house Saturday, you know, like watching Netflix by myself. So you never know. But This week has been cool. Nothing too eventful. So I don't know what's going on, but like I've been getting hit on by a lot of like really younger guys lately, and I'm like, I don't know if I'm younger or if I have some like cougar look going on, but I don't want to be a cougar. Like I don't know. I'm still coming to terms with like whatever stage I'm at in my life. But anyways, one of them was
Oh, yeah.
24, so I'm still trying to figure out like, is 24 too young, because I'm in my 30s, well into my 30s, and he's 24, and he came at me like a man, very masculine, very confident, all the things, that very alpha male, which is something I really like. Very good looking, buff, great looking, but when he said 24, I don't know how I feel about that yet. So that's something that happened this week that I'm kind of weighing back and forth.
Age is nothing but a number, and I really mean that, because sometimes you can meet older guys and they'll be acting like 24 or 19.
Been there, done that, and they still do the same stuff the younger ones do. Even worse, the older ones, they're just better at lying. That's all I've learned. But don't mind me and my little bitterness I got going on right now. But yeah, I mean, from the girls that I've talked to that have dated long-term younger guys, they're like, oh, you could, they talk about them like they're puppies. You could train them just how you want them, and they have all this energy, mija. Go for it, have a great time. It doesn't have to last forever, but while it does last, you're gonna have a smile on your face and whatever. I'm like, oof, I don't know about all that. It's like 15 years younger or whatever. So anywho, so that's something that I am toying with in my mind right now. So we'll see. More to come on another episode of Vibin Con Las Chulas. We'll see how that works out.
Right. You know what? Just enjoy the moment. You're single and you're looking hot as fuck. Who gives a fuck? Just enjoy it. Just as long as, right, you don't get all in your feelings type of vibes. No, sorry.
I'm not worried about my feelings. I'm worried about his feelings. Pobrecito, but we'll see what happens. I got years in the game. No feelings over here.
Oh my God, you're hella funny. Well, for me, this week, it was like, you know what? I don't know what the fuck is going on with me, but I've been all over the place, like emotionally. Like I'm like feeling this, feeling that, feeling all this moody. And I'm usually not a moody type of person, like I'm very like, if I feel this way, this is how I feel. But besides that, I burned my motherfucking finger. So I was straining RJ's hair because I wanted to see how it would look. And his ass moved and bam, I burned my finger. And I was like, he's like, I'm so sorry, mommy. I was like,
that's the worst though.
Yeah.
A burn on your finger or a paper cut because all your nerve endings are in your finger. It sounds like something small, but any injury to your fingers, those just are horrible and they're never ending. You use your hands for everything. I'm sorry, sis.
Bro, and it was like, sis, it was like so bad. I had to like keep my finger in the cold water or whatever. And it was like, it's barely getting back to normal. Like I feel like it's like, I don't feel my finger, that area. It's like numb. Like it's like no sensation at all. I'm like, I hope I get it back.
You will. Your fingers are very resilient. I actually like chopped part of my end of my finger off one time. We had a huge fan on the floor, right? Drying these carpets we had steam cleaned, and we had puppies everywhere. And one of the puppies started running toward the fan. So I ran to save the puppy and just my hand slipped on the fan and ching. And I thought that I was never going to look the same. And my tip of my finger completely regenerated itself. I mean, you'd never know. So you'll be fine with your little burn is the short end of that story. We need to find some little 24-year-old to hold the ice pack on there for you for a couple hours and you'll feel better.
All right. All the 24-year-olds. I like you.
Right?
Just kidding, don't. Okay.
or do.
Wait, I'm doing a little wink. You guys can't see it, but I'm just doing a little wink.
Kidding, not kidding.
Kids, what do you got for us? The guessing game.
Okay. So we're not doing the quote, we're just doing the guessing game.
No, that's what it is.
Oh, okay. All right. So because it's October, I wanted to do a quote from one of my favorite movies. So sometimes knowing the author of a quote is hard for everyone, but like everyone likes movies. So I was going to do one from a movie that I love to watch in October that I watched when I was younger.
Okay.
And we'll just see if you don't have to get the author of the quote, but just see if you can remember the movie. Okay. So this is a family movie, kids, adults, anybody could watch it. All right. And so this is the quote. I'm even going to try to do the voice that the lady did.
Okay.
Oh, look, another glorious morning makes me sick.
Okay. So Sandra says she knows it. You know it?
Yeah.
You know it? No.
No.
I don't know it. So I'm going to take a shot. Norma's going to take a shot. And then when we come back from break, you let us know the answer. And let's see if Sandra gets it right. So let's pour some tequila. So this is what we're drinking. I don't know what you have, sis, or you just knew I was not going to fucking guess.
Well, she's got some
Just
Don
a little
Julio.
Oh, you have Don Julio. Okay.
Don Julio made
What do we have, Norma?
We have, what is it? Herradura Ultra.
Okay. Ready? Is that how you say that?
Salud.
Pa arriba?
Pa arriba, pa abajo.
Pa arriba, pa
Pa
abajo.
arriba? Go. She knows it. Ready? Go.
Pa arriba, pa
Yes, I got
abajo,
it.
pa centro y pa dentro.
Okay, ready?
Okay.
Pa arriba,
pa abajo, pa centro y pa dentro.
Bro, I did it all fucked up. Salud!
Anybody out there that has a new thriving tequila business or what have you, we'd be happy to sample your product and possibly talk about it on the show. So just let us know.
Yeah, this is why I love my sis. She's always on top of shit. She's like, all right, let's make that money.
I drink tequila everywhere in the world. I've been up in the mountains in Mexico from in Jalisco, all, over on the Yucatan, all over the United States, and all types of, from bars to high-end restaurants. So at this point, I would call myself kind of a tequila connoisseur. Plus, I don't drink it mixed. I sip tequila on the rocks, maybe, a little lime here and there, but I've actually developed a taste for it. So I think that this would be a really great platform to test and to critique tequila.
You know what? One of my homeboys just gave me the tequila. What is it called? The San Matias straight from Mexico. Sis, I'm gonna have to give you a taste because it's so smooth. It's nothing like this motherfucking tequilas over here. And he just messaged me today. He's like, "So how was it?" I was like, "Bruh, it was fantastico." It was so smooth. It was like I didn't even need a chaser. I was like, it was so dope. He's like, "I told you, it's la mejor, pura calidad, dijo."
Is it the one that
I'm looking forward to trying it.
It has a chocolatey smell to it.
I don't know. I don't know. I'm gonna let you guys try it. It's a big one, and I was like, this should last the whole 10 episodes.
Tequila and any kind of soda that's made in Mexico is always better than the stuff made here. So I'm sure it's great, but I can't wait to try it. Don't twist my arm. When it comes to tequila, I'll take a shot any time of day, any day, doesn't matter. Let's try it. So I'll be over later.
Okay, you guys. So let's start with our topic. Spooky. So do you guys ever experience anything like supernatural or spooky shit? And I want to go with our guest. So I don't know who wants to go first and tell us some type of those kind of stories that type El Rancho type of vibe, I don't know if Leah knows, but in Mexico, girl, we get a lot of the whole energy of supernatural shit. And I know my great grandma told me a few stories, and I still remember, Norma, the ones in El Rancho, que en el salitre or in an arroyo. There was this once upon a time, this couple or somebody was in an arroyo, doing laundry, and they saw a man, remember, with a leg of a horse and a rooster. It was a very handsome man, but when you look down, it was a leg of a rooster and a fucking horse. You're like, what the fuck is this? She was telling me all these fucking creepy ass stories. So I want to know a little bit about your stories. Who wants to go first?
Mine. Okay, the one that I had planned about talking about is not about the rancho that was here growing up in Livermore. my older sister, I was like 10, so she was 15, and her friends started playing with the Ouija board.
Oh, fuck that.
My
That's
dad had a
spooky.
fit, you know, tried to take it from her, whatever, they kept playing with it. So, no lie, she started acting different. She started not eating.
Whoa.
She was mad all the time. She was seeing things, but here I am, 10 years old. I heard something in her room, so I walk in, and I swear she was like 4 inches off the bed.
Shut the fuck
No,
up.
I'm serious.
That's...
It was scary, and her eyes were just like rolled back. I got my dad. He comes in, and he was trying to wake her up. She was so strong. My dad's a big, strong guy. She knocked him down, and shit just started flying all over the room. It was scary. The scariest thing I've ever. My dad could not hold her down. It's like she was possessed. That was some scary shit.
Bro, that's one of the things about
we
me.
had to get a priest, we had to do all this stuff, and at the end, I don't know, I think they ended up burning the Ouija board like at midnight or something, but that was, you don't mess around with it. It's scary.
My question is, you guys, why do they sell it? I remember this shit at Toys R Us, right? Remember, like
Everywhere.
that store?
You can go to Target and get it.
So that's what I
You
don't
can get them anywhere.
Anywhere. But
and that shit is real, because I know I have heard a lot of stories.
No, she was going crazy. She would look out the window and she would say she'd see a man in a black horse dressed in black, like he was just waiting for her, and it was scary. It was the scariest thing I've ever seen, like witnessed like that.
And that you were young.
I was 10. Yeah.
And you still remember it like that.
Yeah.
Like, you're like, I will never forget that shit.
You don't forget something like that. Hell no.
They thought she was gonna hurt me, and it was scary. And it wasn't just like a couple days. It went on for.
Oh my God. That is something.
That was scary.
That is scary. So it was out here, you know. A lot of people always fuck with that. One of the things, I'd be scared, you guys, because I already experienced so many things. You know, I'm very like, you know, you guys know that. I'm like in tune with all that shit. I'm like, I'm not about to do something to make it worse, you know, like fuck that shit. I don't even watch scary movies, sis, because I'd be so fucking like, hell no, I don't even want to dream about shit. I deal with this shit all the time. I don't want to fucking do this like just for fun. What the fuck? Hell no. What about you, Norma? Have you ever tapped into like something? We have a lot, actually.
We do, but it's mainly what I have experienced is personally with dreams. That's what scares me, you know, more
like
than anything else. I mean, personally, just I would say like once I was at work, and I was working overnight, so I was doing a overnight shift, and it became midnight, and I was going up and downstairs with merchandise, right? And suddenly, when it became midnight, I was upstairs bringing stuff down, and somebody called my name.
Oh yeah.
And then they blew on my ear.
Oh, hell no.
Never again did I go up there. And there was only 2 people there, me and this other girl. And I know where she was. I know exactly where she was. I go, oh, you know what? I am not going to go up there.
Let me take a little bit more tequila. Champagne. Let me sip on this real fast because I feel you.
So that was something that I experienced personally. Other than that, it's been like stories that they tell me, like from Mexico. You know, my father-in-law will tell me every time we go down to Talpa. He always tells me. He's always giving us a history of every single place that we go through.
That's dope. I love that. From
here, you know, there's water coming off the ground. You know, that mountain over there is where they went and did like rituals, right? Where there was this man that they personally knew that que le dio el alma al diablo. You know, sold his soul to the devil. Because he wanted to have any girl that he wanted to have money, he wanted to have all this power, so that he had sold his soul. And in that particular mountain, El Cerro de la Campana, that he would go and do his rituals, and he will turn into whatever animal he actually wanted.
Oh, imagine that shit. Oh no.
So when you said, you know, the pata de caballo and all that, it all came to mind of the stories that he tells us. And in order for that man, once he repented, once he didn't want that type of life anymore, that his penalty was to wear a rope on his waist, literally on his skin, that he would like bleed from it, but he was not able to take it off until it actually dissolved. Until then, he was able to go back to normal. But I mean, he tells us crazy stories like that that kind of has us shivering, and he says it's true.
Yeah, a lot of like Mexican stories, like even out here, like I feel like I have experienced so many fucking spooky stories, like just by be able to tap into like people that had passed away. That's already extreme for me, but I know Sandra knows this because I called her. But this moment when La Santa Muerte came to me and she was just there by my feet, and obviously I didn't see her talking, but she was talking to me through, telepathy, like my brain. She was just telling me, calm down, you're good, like don't be scared, I'm not here to scare you, woo wah. I don't know if she wanted me to pray to her. I never understood that. But that shit freaked me out, huh, Sandra? I was like so fucking scared. I didn't even understand what the fuck was going on. And this girl called me around that same time. It was so fucking crazy. She's like, I don't know what the fuck you called me for, right? It was something. And I was like, bitch, I'm having a heart attack over here. You're like, what happened? And I was like, La Santa Muerte came to me. I don't know if you guys know who's the Santa Muerte, but look it up. But it's like somebody, I even told you, I don't really know her. I don't even know her like that. But I know you're not supposed to be disrespectful of her. So I tried, like, okay, I just started praying and I was so freaked out. I was so scared, you guys. I'm not going to lie. But I was going through a lot of stuff during that time. And I don't know if she was just like trying to say, it's okay, just come to pray to me and everything's gonna be okay. But I don't pray to anybody else but God. So I was like, I was freaking out, you guys. I was so fucking scared, like literally. Like I remember that like it was yesterday, and I do not want that again. So that's one of my scary experience. But we have a lot of like Mexican.
I have one experience that kind of like marked my life. Like in the beginning, my mom had just passed away. No, and this is not the spooky one. Is the second one is the spooky one, because we would be left alone in the apartment, just my brother and I, all night long, because my grandma would be cleaning hospitals or gyms or whatever, but it was done overnights, and that's who took care of my brother and I at that moment. And I remember she would always tell us, you never put your shoes on your what's it called,
head,
on your headboard, or on the
area where you sleep,
where you put your head towards. And I remember my brother getting up one morning crying, yelling, and I'm like, what's going on, Rico? What's going on? And he says, el diablo vino a visitarme. He just didn't leave me alone. Wow. He was standing right here, Norma. Did you see him? Did you see him? And now we got up and we looked all over the place. We couldn't see anything. But then we discovered that we left our shoes right where we put our head to sleep at night. And trust me, he was like 4 years old, and I was like 5 years old at that time.
Oh, damn, you guys were hella young.
We were that little. So since that moment on, I learned I would never ever make sure where, I always make sure where do I leave my shoes. They will never be on the place where I'm gonna rest my head. So
what's the why?
Because my grandma would say que tu ángel de la guarda, your guardian angel, can get near, because he doesn't understand where your feet and where your head begins. That's what she used to tell us.
Okay.
So
I've never heard that one.
No?
No.
Never heard that one.
So I just stopped every time I go to sleep. Make sure your shoes are not there.
I feel it.
Hmm.
Bro, girls, I think I'm gonna be lit because Leah didn't make it. So I brought champagne to drink with her. And
Uh-oh,
then,
and you know I can drink, so I know you brought a lot. So you're gonna
and
be
then
over
this
there
is to
turned
the neck.
up.
So you guys know I'm gonna be loaded. So I'm eating a little bit of papas, you
I
guys.
didn't plan this out right. I should have.
Yeah, like I'm eating a little bit of papas so I won't be so lit, you know? But salud,
I
I'm
have some
drinking.
blueberries. You want some blueberries in that thing?
That sounds good.
Little antioxidant.
Yes. What about you, sis? Do you have any stories while we think about another spooky stories? I know you do.
I mean, for me, where I'm at, the other side doesn't scare me. I mean, I'm 100% aware that there's this realm and there's the spiritual realm, and it's not as far as you think. But I mean, I could tell you that throughout my life, I mean, I would have a lot of dreams, or like I would have a lot of premonitions, just thoughts in the back of my head, kind of like daydreams. You're just driving or you're just doing whatever, and you just got those thoughts that flow through the back of your mind, not the front of your mind, like frontal lobe, but the back. And then all of a sudden, like whatever I was thinking about would come true, or whatever. So I think we all, especially women, I think all women have a sixth sense. But thinking about spooky, I mean, for my whole life, I always had a reoccurring dream since I was little. And in my dream, I would be like battling demons. There would be demons sitting on my chest, bad spirits, and I would be so scared that I'd be so afraid I couldn't pray. And I'd be sitting there trying to think of the right prayer for God to save me or to make the bad spirits go away. But I would be so terrified of these evil spirits that were, sitting on me or repressing me or whatever, that I would just, or even I would be half awake and half asleep. Sometimes I didn't even feel like I was asleep. Sometimes it would just be dark in my room, and I would be kind of in a dream-like state. But then at the same time, I'm like, but am I sleeping though? Because I feel like I'm awake, but I can't move. And all I know is I feel terrified. There's something in here. And I feel like I can't move. I feel like I'm paralyzed. I feel like there's something on my chest. And I would want to pray out loud, but I would either be so afraid, the words just wouldn't come. And so I would just pray so hard in my mind, like, God, please just take whatever this is away. But then over the years, because this has been happening my whole life, over the years, I started really trying. So in my dreams, I started to be able to pray more, at least a little bit, to get some of the words out. And then when I was living with my fiance, with Raphael, we I would have those dreams. They became more frequent. And then I was still having a hard time saying the prayers in my dreams. I was getting a little more out, but the dreams were getting more real, more scary. To where as an adult, I'm in my late 20s, early 30s, I would wake up crying because they were so real. They were so intense. And I'm like battling these demons, trying to protect him, trying to protect me, trying to, pray. And I started getting better and better in these dreams. I had these dreams like twice a week. And the crazy thing to me, for those of you that don't know, is that, Raphael was murdered right in front of me. So in December 2019, there was a robbery at our house. And he basically tackled one of the gunmen to protect our family, and he was shot multiple times. And so when I came out, there was bullets flying everywhere. And basically when I saw that he was on the ground, that he is shot, and the gunman ran away, of course I was terrified, because you don't know if they're going to come back in. You don't know what's going to happen. They could have came back in at any time. But as soon as I saw him, I went and I picked him up in my arms, and I was so terrified. It's a fear you can't even imagine. And this is real life. This isn't a dream. This isn't a drill. This is the man that you were with every day, your best friend, the person you love. They're dying. They're shot, and you're terrified, and you don't know if you're going to die, because these people could come back in and shoot you. And it was this paralyzing fear. And somehow, some way, as I have him in my arms, I'm able to pray. So I was able to pray, with him while he was still conscious and still, his eyes are open. I know he could hear me. He was 100% mentally still with me. And we were able to pray to God for his soul, pray for his sins to be forgiven. I was able to say the Lord's Prayer with him. And like, ultimately, like he passed away in my arms. So I was holding life and death, like whatever the bridge is between this life and the next life, between this realm and the next realm, I was about as close to it as you can get. Right. I was holding somebody in my arms that went from this life to the next life. And in some weird way, I felt like these dreams I had since I was a little girl, of being afraid, but still being able to pray, of fighting these demons. I felt like it was some way, maybe part of my purpose was that I was going to be able to help his soul go from this life to the next life, because it actually happened. I was in a position where I could have been too afraid to pray and nobody would have blamed me for running out of that house. But I was able to hold him and pray with him and like help his soul go from my arms to God's arms around all this evil that must have been in the house at that moment, right? Like all these horrible things that had happened. And I don't know, in some weird way, I felt like all those dreams through my life like kind of prepared me for it. So, you know, it's like, it's scary and it's spooky, but like when we talk about like this side and the other side, it's 100% a real thing. And that's something real that happened to me. So, you know, kind of crazy, but you know, there definitely is good and evil out there. And for whatever reason, that was part of my purpose in life. And those dreams kind of made me ready for it since I was a little girl. So.
No, I feel it. I feel like I've never been like a normal, whatever you want to call it, kid. I know I always like felt things. I'm very sensitive and like I I never understood a lot of stuff, right? Like I will always see like things, you know? But finally, it took me a long time, right, to embrace it. You know what? Fuck it. I don't care if you guys, because a lot of people want to call me, oh, you're a witch. I'm like, what the fuck? I don't even practice any fucking witchcraft. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not like over here, like spelling, like doing something on you, like, oh, voy a hacerte, ajá, te voy a hacer un pinche mal o algo así. You know what I mean? But I know a lot of people will be like, oh, you're evil. Like I have always heard like people want to call me evil. They want to always label me because like whatever Christians or whatever it is. And I was like, and I felt so good when my tia told me, you know what? Because one time we were praying, and I know I said this in the other episode. We were praying, and I tuned in with her. I was literally saying exactly the same. Whatever she was saying, we were in tune. And she looked at me like, bro, you are special. Like, you have a gift. And she made me feel really good. She didn't make me feel like I'm this evil person. I was literally saying with my tia Tere, whatever she was praying, bro, I was praying right with her. Like, how did I know what the fuck she was going to say? I have no idea, okay? I don't know how to explain that, but I know everybody was there, my grandma, my mom, her, Yuri, and me. And I was just like, we were praying, I was crying. We were just having like a deep, deep prayer, you know? When she said that to me, I felt so much better because sometimes like growing up and like society and shit always want to like label you as evil just because you're different or you're like more in tune with a lot of stuff or you're sixth sense or whatever the fuck you want to call that, right? I don't know. I don't know if you ever experienced people calling you a weirdo. You know, I always say like I'm just a weirdo because sometimes I'd rather label myself before you label me. You know, type of vibe. Like, hold on. I'll call myself a weirdo if you were thinking it. Oh, okay. I'm about to fucking just say it. Fuck it. You know what I mean? Have you guys ever experienced? I know like our family always have like some type of sixth sense. You know, a lot of us have that intuition growing up. So I know you do too. Like, and I know my sis Leah and Sandra. So everybody here, you guys, we're on the same kind of like vibe, and that's why I love you guys. And I feel like maybe that's why we connected in a different way. Like I literally love these ladies, you guys. I'm getting emotional. Like, yeah, sometimes we don't have to always tap in and stuff like that, but I feel like you can connect with certain people. They understand you in different levels, you know? Okay,
I think that's a beautiful thing though, and honestly, it's not. People are taught. Yeah, take a shot, sis. No, but that's okay because like people teach you, closed-minded people, that this isn't possible. You know, all this is BS. But like, think about it, like little things. Let's say it's your best friend, or let's say it's your husband or your life partner. You never been around somebody that's thinking of something and then you say it and they're like, wait, did I just say that out loud? And they haven't said anything out loud. Or they're thinking of a song and you start singing it. Or you think of a friend that you haven't thought about in a long time and they call you.
Exactly.
Like little things like that. There is a connection. We only use 10% of our brains. And there is that connection where everybody has had little tastes of it, where you think you say what else the other person is thinking, or you guys are thinking of the same song, or, you know, just random things where they'll be like, oh my God, bitch, no, I was just thinking that. So there is something that maybe, you know, we're just starting to understand or grasp, where we can kind of tune into the same channel, right? And be connected in that way. And then I think when it comes to praying or whatever, you know, you had going on with your tia, how much stronger would it be there, right? Where it's like more for a divine purpose, where God and the, you know, positive energy would open that pipeline even more to have, you know, to have an amazing moment. Right. So there's so much that we don't understand. And so when people don't understand something, a lot of times they'll operate in fear, and that fear makes them label, oh, well, I don't understand it, so it must be bad. I don't get it, so it's got to be evil, or she's got to be a witch, or, you know, whatever. But you know, how much in history, right, when people didn't understand things, you know, what they said it was bad, or they made it illegal, or whatever. It's just, you know, people get scared and they get closed-minded, and it's the same thing here. So people don't want to deal with stuff that they can't rationalize, but it's a thing. We've all experienced it in one degree or another. We know there's something there, but it's easier just to say no, it's not there. And if you explore it, and if you explore your third eye or whatever gift you have, you're a witch, you're evil, because they just don't want to deal with something that they don't understand. So I reject all that negativity. I think every good and perfect gift is from God. As long as you're using it for good purposes, you can use anything for good or bad. I can use a gun to save your life, or I can use a gun to rob you, right? I can use my gift as a beautiful thing to help people, you know, with understanding, or to protect myself, or I can sit there and try to use whatever I have for something bad, right? So it's all about who you are and where you take it and how you use it that makes something good or evil.
That makes so much sense. I'm glad you put it that way, because it's like 100, like literally, like I feel that. So,
and it's not like something that we literally ask for, because there's many times that it is scary what you see or what you feel, you know.
Oh yeah, you don't even want it.
Yeah.
But here it is. You don't even want it.
No,
You walk by somebody and you're like, whoa, like whether it's good vibes or bad vibes, or you like, I don't know. I've had that. I don't know why. I don't even know you, but I feel like I'm supposed to tell you like this, that, or the other, or I just feel like you need a hug, or whoa, that's a bad person. I don't know how I know, but I know, or I feel like I should leave this party. You don't want it. You don't ask for it, but you should honor it though. It's there for a reason, you know?
Sure, and like you mentioned, you could either use it for good or for bad, because it could prevent a lot of things, you know, just by following your intuition, you following with that vision that you just had, you know. It can, like, for my birthday, remember I went with you and I go,
yes,
Olga,
yes.
I had a vision. I go, I just had a vision. I saw a lot of lights, a lot of like police lights, ambulance. I go, like an accident in a vision that I had. We just have to be really cautious, because there's something.
Right. Yeah, you did.
I was just sharing with you guys what happened with my dad this week.
Yeah.
Right? So my dad's been in Mexico for 3 months, and you know, I check in with him every day, every other day. And my dad and I are very close. That's my best friend, my hero, my everything. And Wednesday night, I had just laid my head down, wasn't asleep, and I just had a vision of him driving off the road. And these roads over there are dangerous. They're curvy mountain roads, right, Norma?
Yeah.
They're dangerous roads. So I just
They're curvy like us, bitches.
And dangerous like us, bitches.
And dangerous, that's right.
Cuidado.
I just saw his truck go off the road, and I remember I sat up, I started screaming, I started having like anxiety, a panic attack, and my husband's trying to calm me down, trying to call my dad, nothing, call wasn't going in. So I talked to him the next morning, and he just said, no, I'm okay, but he didn't really share much. And then he called me yesterday, and he goes, what exactly did you dream or did you see? And I told him, at the exact time that I felt that, he hit something in the road and said if he had been going any faster, he would have gone off the road at that exact time. So, you know, my husband kept telling me, nothing's wrong, you're fine, you're just nervous. And I'm like, no, something is wrong. You know, and that's not the first time. Almost 3 years ago, my nephews were shot 2 blocks from my house, both of them brothers.
Damn.
And I remember we're very close. I've known them. I mean, they're my husband's nephews. So I've known them since they were little boys. And I remember that night, it was a Wednesday night. I got home from work. And instead of, you know, having dinner, hanging out with the kids, I went straight to my room. I got in the shower. I turned off the lights, got in the shower, and just let the hot water hit me. And I just remember I almost blacked out. Like something just wasn't right. I didn't know what it was. And I just started praying, sitting under the hot water praying. And I got out, put my robe on, got in bed, and I just started hearing sirens after sirens after sirens.
Damn.
And I grabbed my phone to call their little sister, my nephew's little sister. She didn't answer. There's 5 of them. No one answered me. Their mom works nights, and I didn't want to scare her. But finally I called her, and I was just going to say, hey, is everything okay? Or are the kids okay? And she just started screaming, and she just started telling me, get to my house, get to my house. My boys are laying on the floor dying.
Damn, that's
So I don't remember. I remember putting clothes on. And after that, I just started screaming my head off, and I started running. My husband said that he drove me a block down. I don't remember. I remember a cop got in front of me, and I pushed him, almost knocked him down because I wanted to get there. The boys had just been picking up by the ambulance, but it was just crazy. So I know that God put me there to be with his sisters. They were freaking out. Their dad was just staring at me with blank stare. And we drove them to the hospital. We drove the girls to the hospital. And thank God they're okay. They survived, but
oh, that's good.
it was the weirdest thing. And now their mom, she always tells me, bruja, bruja, and she's like, how did you know? And I'm like, I don't know. It was just, I didn't know. I just felt something.
They always want to just say that. Witch.
Yeah,
like,
always, bruja. And people always tell me that when I feel like something's going to happen and it happens, they're like, you're a bruja. And I'm like, no, I'm pretty sure I'm not, but
I guess that's what it means. I just wish it would be a nicer way of saying that, right? Can we just now we use more we're intuitive people, you know what I mean?
Yes.
Like instead of just saying witch, like I feel like when you think about a witch, I think of like this ugly ass bitch with fucking you know what I mean, right?
I think
like
of the Wizard of Oz.
like something like I'm like, nah, don't be calling me no witch, motherfucker.
But I think Leah's right, where there's good and there's bad. And if you use your good, you can do so much in this world. Your positive energy can do so much.
Yeah, and I haven't been practicing a lot of my light work, but I always do a lot of light work because I know I'm here to do more to just like I always try to share my light with people. Like, you guys know I talk to people and they tell me their problems and stuff like that. But so that's what I do. I use it in that way. I don't use it in a negative way. I don't use anything in a negative way. But I want to share more spooky story, you guys. We went like off our spiritual and gifted and stuff like that. But I have this story, you guys, at work. You know what? At work, be spooky ass shit, bro. I ain't gonna lie. But one time, my friend was like, she got into it with her mom, and she's like, I didn't have nowhere to go, so I went to my work, the work, and she had the key and everything. So she went and she locked herself in this room because we have different rooms. And she said, and I closed the hallway fucking door. Bitch. She started laying down like this guy. Yeah, she's going to relax or whatever. Somebody knocked at the fucking door, hella banging, like, bam, 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 bam. This bitch said, I just took off. I was like, what the fuck is this? And I have experience there, like, people calling my name, you're like, Olga, like the same thing like Norma said. Like you feel it like behind you, breathing and shit like that. And I'm not the only one. Everybody who tap in, you guys, all my girls, they worked with me before. You guys know all of us felt that. Like we have this hallway area that you're like, you want to run, like you don't want to even feel it.
The anxiety you feel right there. Yeah.
That fucking energy in that hallway. You're like, fuck this shit.
I feel that inside my house.
Are you kidding me?
You need to sage it, because I felt that in my house before, and I started saging it. I sage and I use holy water, and then I'll just do like Hail Marys and do prayers. And it cleared a lot of the energy in my house for sure. Because the first time I did it, there was this TV in the corner of my living room that was going on and off, on and off, and I felt this fear, like, this is not happening. This is out of a movie. This doesn't happen. Like all of a sudden there's some electrical issue happening as I'm doing these like Hail Marys. And it was the first time I had ever smudged my house. But it got better after that. And then I also did salt on the outside of my house or whatever. All I know is that I'm not going to feel afraid of my own house. There was times where I would get up in the middle of the night to go get a glass of water, and the house would be dark. And as soon as I would walk into my hallway, I felt like something was watching me. I just had this scared ass feeling, like, I just feel like something is watching me and I feel afraid. It's just, and now after I regularly smudge my house, and smudging gets rid of good energy and bad energy. It kind of just clears the slate of everything. I don't feel afraid in my house ever now. So I think like
afraid, but there's definitely something there.
Mm-hmm. Well, there's different energies, right? When you feel afraid, that's for a reason. It's probably a negative energy. When you can feel a presence, but not afraid, it could be a relative, it could be a guardian angel, it could be whatever. But the fear, I think, is what differentiates, what tells you whether it's bad or whether it's just something there.
No, you know what? In my house, I never really felt, this new house, I never really felt anything. But the other time, like a few years ago, 2 years ago, I felt in the hallway, I heard like, shh, they're all going to sleep. And I was like, ah! I even went to tell my stepdaughter, I was like, did you hear that shit? They're like, what? What did they hear? I was like, I heard in the hallway clearly. I heard, shh, they're all going to sleep. I was like, fuck, but I said, whatever you do, I said, I just don't want to see. I don't want to see it. I can hear it. I can handle all that. But see it, I need to see that, like, what is it called?
La Santa Muerte.
La Santa Muerte. Bro, I was not able to sleep for a very long time. I ain't gonna lie. Like, I was like, oh, no. What's going on here? Like, but I have experienced a lot of like creepy ass stories. Like, I know we have some like in the rancho way. Like, I know Norma. Come on, we gotta let them know a little bit of the rancho fucking vibe.
I'll tell you guys one about Mexico after Norma.
I have one. I just remember the stories that my grandma used to tell me. You know, our great grandma.
Oh, great grandma.
Because they went through those wars and all that
revolution.
stuff, the revolution. And they will go through those little ranchos and steal every girl that they found and did bad stuff to them and things like that. But she used to tell us about when we would see lights at night, because we would look up to the mountain and we would see lights, and she would go, you know what, Norma? There's an evil spirit in that mountain. Oh my gosh.
I'm hella feeling it, you guys. I'm like, you guys don't even understand. I'm drinking this whole bottle to the neck. And you guys know I'm hella lightweight. Like, literally, I just pour all over my chest. I have like fucking champagne all over me. So I'm gonna be
to drink because I keep eating.
Okay, then what?
I know about those lights that came up on the mountains. You know, she would say, you know, es un espíritu que anda vagando. It's a spirit that is just rolling around the mountains and scare us. You know, that's the way they controlled us at times. I think that's how they control us. ¿Verdad? Te va a salir la llorona. You cannot.
Oh my god! Did you guys ever watch? You guys know I don't watch spooky shit, but have you guys ever watched La Llorona? I know they did a movie. I'm like, I can't, you guys. I cannot watch spooky. Like, my friend Mara be like, come on, bitch, watch a spooky movie with me. I'm like, nah, I'm good. My life is already spooky enough. Like, for real.
I don't. Like, I watched The Exorcist when I was younger, and I just remember that there was so much fear. And like, when I was seeing it and just realizing that, like, according to the Bible, this is possible. Like, these things happen. And I just felt a lot of scary energy in the room. And I just felt like, you know, I know Ouija boards, we talked about that, but I think sometimes certain scary movies and you being afraid, I think fear is a very strong energy. And I think that, like, the other side, these spirits, they are energy, right? Because that's the thing about us that never ends. Energy never ends. And so when your energy, when your Eunice leaves your body, it's still energy. So there can be bad energy, good energy trapped here, but I do think it's energy either way. Or if you look at ghost hunters, how are they detecting ghosts? Or it's energy meters, right? Energy, it's a thing. I don't have a PhD in it, but it's a thing, right? So when I watch a scary movie and I feel fear, I feel like that fear is a strong energy that attracts negative spirits because they can feed on fear. Why do you think poltergeists or spirits, when you think about people that got possessed, what were the things that happened before they got possessed? Scary shit. Knocking on the wall, them hearing little things that would scare them, because when you feel that fear, you don't see it, but that energy that's coming off of you, that's like a battery that those negative energies can get stronger. If you really look at the similarities between all those stories, multiple things happened that scared them first.
Yeah, they always tell me like, Olga, you need to relax. Don't be fucking scared because they know that you're scared. They're fucking with you.
Fear is the battery. That's why the Bible, do not be afraid. Do not be afraid. How many times does it say that? Because negative energy feeds on fear. So in all things, be confident. Don't be afraid, because that makes the negative side, I think, more powerful.
Yeah, you know what?
So I don't fuck with scary movies no more is a short end to that story, because I don't need none of the energy in my room.
Yeah.
If I walk by somebody or in traffic, someone looks at me and I can feel a negative energy come at me, because I'm more sensitive. The more I pray, the more I channel it.
Yes.
When I feel like somebody maybe has dark energies around them and they'll look at me a certain way and I feel something hit me. I'll feel a tightness in my chest. I'll feel like like I can just feel that they sent a negative energy to me, even if they know they're doing it or not. And I immediately envision myself like circled in a ball of light. And I imagine any negative energy that came near me just getting blasted out into outer space. I visualize this and I feel better, but like I really protect myself. Bad movies, negative people, I stay away.
As an empath, I know like sometimes, you know, the moon affects me and all this shit. Remember I told one time I hit you, I was like, what the fuck is going on? I'm very sensitive to fucking the moon, to everything. Everybody's like, you're fucking weird. I don't give a fuck, bitch, but it's real because I'm feeling it. You know what I mean? Like I'm fucking like right now, that's I'm going through it, right? So I was like, yes. I don't know what the fuck is going on with me, but everybody's getting it. All my friends, everybody knows. Like,
oh, that's so funny because that's how I am right now. Like I'm in full on gangster mode. Like I'm sweet. You know, you've known me for how many years? Like over 15 years. Yeah. I'll do anything for you. But lately it's been like anybody who wants to catch it can catch it. Cause like either beat my ass or shut the fuck up. Don't play with me. Cause I'm not the one. I'm really not.
Yes.
So yeah, I don't know if it's the moon or more tequila or what, but
you know what I mean?
I think you just need to get dicked all the way down to where you like can't even get up for a couple hours. Just like sweat your weave out type of like just. Yeah, so maybe after a couple more of these drinks, that can all happen today.
I got a new toy, you guys. I got a new toy, and I'm loving that fucking toy. It's so fucking bomb.
Okay, say so. I need to go shopping. I was just thinking about buying a new toy yesterday. Like, you know what? I'm not about to just go out.
Girl,
I'm not just about to give my body up, but I do want a new toy because I'm not about to be out here all sexually frustrated. I'll fuck around and go to jail. Like, don't have me hungry and underfucked at the same time. It's gonna be a bad day for somebody. So tell me about this toy.
I know I'm starting my diet too, motherfucker. I need to lose 20 pounds before my birthday. This toy is so dope, you guys, because you can fucking actually you have a partner or whatever, he can like play with you, basically.
Control it.
So you give him the remote and then what, you just have the toy on you? It's
like an online app type of vibe. So I was like,
my God.
Girl, I was like, this is the shit, but I haven't tried it yet. So I'll let you guys know. I'll let you guys know how that shit works.
I want a full report.
Full report.
I want a full report too, for sure. Like, I don't know if I could give somebody that much power though. I'm just shopping and then all of a sudden, you know what I mean, dude wants to be funny and I'm in line at Target. Just I don't think so. I don't know about all that.
But you have the option to accept it, right? Like you don't always have to do it with him. But
I'm a freak, so it's like, you know, user 2827 wants to sit there and activate your device. I'm like, well, all right, bring it, you know.
Bring it! I'm gonna pour a little bit more champagne just for that.
I want some of that.
Oh, well,
so we never did the answer to the quote.
I have a little bit.
I want to know if my prima knows the answer.
That was Bette Midler and Hocus Pocus.
Oh my gosh, she's so right. She's so right. So I always loved Hocus Pocus movie. Growing up. One of my favorites as well. I still to this day love watching it. And I don't know if it already came out or I think it's coming out this month. They brought back the same actresses and they have a new when is it coming out?
Next year, October of 22.
Oh, it's next year. Well, I'll definitely be there to watch it. So they're bringing back the same actresses.
Every October 1st.
That's a must for me too. I love both of those. So nicely done. So Prima got it. It was from Hocus Pocus. Love that.
Okay, you guys, let's move on let's end this with the DM question. What was the last lie you told? What was the reason? And I'm thinking like, I was telling them like, I'm probably gonna take a shot because I don't remember the last lie. I'm so fucking honest, and I think that's my fucking problem. That's why a lot of people hate me for being too fucking honest. You know what I mean? And that's the part of being a Sagittarius. I'm just gonna give it to you real. Like if you come to me for advice, right, Sandra?
Yeah.
Right, Norma?
Yeah.
I'm gonna give it to you raw. Like, right, Leah? Like, I'm just gonna give it to you. You know what I mean? So I don't remember exactly the last lie. So I'm gonna take a shot for that. I'll be the first one. So let me know, you guys, what was the last lie? I know Norma has one, very juicy. You know, when you're married, you have so many little juicy lies.
Juicy lies. Well, let me tell you, I am a big liar.
Liar, pants on fire.
But you know, as a mama, sometimes we gotta lie.
I'm taking the fucking shot.
Alexa, sorry.
You know, well,
No problem.
this morning my husband discovered a hole on the wall that we've been hiding for about a year. A year.
That's a long time.
I put a random picture frame as we walk into my kitchen. The only random picture frame that we could find that fits the spot.
Comadre, if that's your biggest lie, you have nothing to worry about. The stairway to heaven is open for you.
Well, you know, the lie is that Kevin was horse playing.
No.
And he punched the wall.
If somebody, if a fucking hating ass bitch listening to this and go tell Victor the real true fucking, we know it's who the fuck you are, bitch. Because this has to be somebody that knows this fucking family. So hating ass bitch, you better not be fucking telling on fucking Norma, ho.
And Kevin punched the wall.
I can't hear you, sis. You're on mute.
I'll go to a bitch's door. Don't play with
Oh
me.
yeah, my sis
Y'all
said
better
she'll
ask
go to
somebody,
your
huh?
fucking.
Don't play with none of my cousins. Don't play with none of my cousins. I'll be right there.
No, but you know what the lie was? I go, well, Victor, Kevin tripped and hit his head. It wasn't the lie that there was a hole on the wall. It was what caused the hole on the wall.
You're so cute. Oh,
It was a very innocent lie. You
Very
guys.
innocent.
of course it was, because it's coming from Norma. She's so sweet.
I don't know how I'm gonna make it to Homer, you guys.
I'm gonna drive you home. I'm driving your ass home.
I'm like so lit, you guys. Don't even understand. I finished this
What was
fucking
my
bottle.
last lie? Oh, my husband called on Thursday. I was at work and he said,
Shit.
I just got invited to go hunting, but I don't know if I should leave you guys. I said, oh no, honey, you go. That's really good for your mental health. Go hang out with the guys. You really need to go.
You on mute, sis. You muted yourself.
But, you know, little does he know that it's for my own mental health. This is my weekend. He can go and hang out with the guys.
Finish that champagne bottle.
That is for me time.
What was your last lie, Leah? I want to hear yours. And I can't hear you, so you have to unmute yourself, sis.
I was putting a little theme music. Are you ready?
Okay. Can I hear it?
Okay, Pitbull, you can shut the fuck up now. Thank you for helping me out. Girl, what was my last lie? I mean, you gotta do what you gotta do, because these no, fuck that. I don't give a fuck. Me and these dudes be out here hella scandalous, and when you're single and starting to get back in the dating game, it's like war. You know what I mean? So you gotta do what you gotta do. I will take a shot though, but I'm still gonna speak on it.
Let me
so that's
tell
how
you
my
guys
life
what's
is
going
running.
on right now. She's
Don
still
Julio's
taking
going
Don Julio down.
Like a champ too.
I don't know how I'm gonna make it home.
Well, that's the best place to be.
24-year-olds out there that can go right home.
I would, right? Hello, plenty. I'm sure plenty of those out there. For me, I would say recently is just lying and acting like I don't know what I know. To be real, like I know you've been lying to me. I know you've been like. I know you sit there and you try to spit game at me like you're super into me, but I know you be talking to other bitches, hella other bitches. Like I've already done my homework. I've already seen how you getting down on IG. Girls already spilling their guts. I'll go, oh yeah, he's on my nuts. All in my DMs.
Let me tell you guys about water signs. I have
tell them, sis. Let them know, sis. Let them know,
water
sis.
signs don't fuck with that shit. Let me tell you, they're gonna be fluke. Like if they want to know, they're gonna find out. Let me tell you. Period.
Period.
Let me tell you guys.
You ain't finna play me, nigga. You ain't finna play me.
Exactly. So don't be you cannot. Let me just tell you that. Let me just tell you guys. 1, 1, 1, 2, 3. Water signs. I love you guys.
That's like something I'm going.
But yeah, I mean, I think at the end of the day, a man can look at you and tell you you're the only one, or look at you and tell you he loves you, and that could be a lie. I mean, I think really, if it's not real love, if it's anything other than, I think it's the most dangerous game. I think it's dirtier than war. I just think it's deeper than that. It just is, because war is against adversaries that you don't necessarily know very well. They're at a distance. But love, especially when it's built on lies or whatever, that's war too. But it's even more shady and wrong, because you're fucking with somebody's heart. You know, you can look someone in their eyes, you can make love to them and know you're lying to them, and know you're fucking them over, and know behind the scenes you're hurting them. And so it made me colder. So yeah, like I've lied a lot recently, you know, like pretending I don't know certain things, like, oh, you love me? Okay, yeah, boo, I love you too. Or, you know, I'm just giving an example.
You're 24, only 25.
Oh yeah, no, that's hella funny. That's one thing I definitely won't do. Is like, first, don't even ask me my age, because like I don't want to tell you. But if I have to, like, I'm lit. I'm hot as fuck for the age that I am. So if it really comes down to it, like, yeah, I'll tell you straight up. And if you're 24, shit, you can hang or you can't, or, you know, because the age doesn't matter. There's men my age or men younger than me that can't hang. But yeah, I mean, I think for me, it's just a poker face. I'm gonna sit here pretty. I'm gonna sit here and smile at you and think you're running. You could think you're running game on me. Like, oh, this was my day, or this is what I did yesterday. And like, I already know what you did. I already know where you've been at. But I'm gonna sit there and be like, oh, is that right, boo? Okay, all right. You know, just give them the rope and let them hang themselves. So that's what I'm on. I think more than lying for me is more than the things that I'm not saying. It's more the details that I'm not giving, you know? So it's, which is the same. I think the things you don't say, like if a guy, well, I didn't tell you I went to go see so-and-so, right? But I didn't tell you I didn't. But motherfucker, you left that out of your whole fucking day's agenda though, right? Right? So it's the same as lying, because you conveniently left that shit out, motherfucker. So I would say that it's not so much the lies I've been telling lately, it's just the things that I haven't said. I'll sit there with a smile on my face, like knowing you're sitting there full of shit, and still sit there and smile and look pretty, because shit, we could take this as far as you want to take it. It's good. So yeah, you know, we could go to war. It's fine. So yeah. But of course it bothers me to be around people that are draining or people that have negative energies. I think it's normal, but I think we should learn to control that and to not let them steal our energy. I think that's so important. And I don't know that I have that figured out yet, but I think that is so important for us to work on.
I'm trying to help you see, right, sis? When some shit triggers you, I'm like, sis, don't even put no energy to that, because you're fucking gorgeous inside out. Like, fuck that shit. Like, you don't need that shit.
You keep me out of jail. No, so I'd be hitting my sis up like, sis, look at this shit. I'm going to her house right now. She'd be like, no, you're not. It doesn't matter. Who cares what she said? Like, who cares what they did over here? Who cares who said what? Like, did it change anything? Look in the mirror. You still look the same. You still feel the same. Anybody that knows you. So who cares? Let the haters hate, you know, like, you didn't know they were alive until somebody called you and was like, "Ooh, girl, so-and-so said whatever. And I'm like, okay, see, that's me being hot-headed and like, you know, too single for too long.
I need to calm her down sometimes, you know, because crazy, you guys don't even understand. You guys don't underestimate my sis. She is fucking crazy. So I need to like, do I need to bail you out? Like, fuck, no.
See, she knows, because it's just, you know what? I really want to get back to my softness and my femininity and just my, oh, okay, well, I don't care. But because I went through so many traumatic things in the last few years, it takes time to get that out of your system. And so do I want to be all gangster? No, I just want to be soft and delicate and everything that a woman should be. But right now, where I'm at in my life is, don't fucking try me. I will go out to your house. I will be at your car. I will whatever, because it's just there's a hardness in me and I just need to be loved. I need to be loved out of it. But, you know, I haven't been yet. And so, you know, that it is what it is. But yeah, if I could try me, because my sister has the bail money, it could be on.
There has to be a balance.
Like I have another water sign over here, you know, it's Sandra.
Well, you're right.
And I have to calm her down too for a lot of stuff. You know what I mean? Right, Sandra?
Mhm. Oh, yes.
We can be a wave of love or a tidal wave of war. Like, which one do you want?
This bitch is like, rah, rah, rah. I was like, no, calm down, girl, calm down.
The passion, though. Like, I wouldn't have it any other way.
We're fire over here, but
I go, comadre, don't kill that poor lady. She just was gonna run over us, but don't kill her.
you guys are like,
Hey, we're deep. We're deep. Yeah. We could take it. We could take it as far as you want to take it.
Hell
you gonna drown before us. Trust me.
So that was our fucking last line. Like, damn, this fucking conversation went to hella deep. But you know, fucking with us, it's always like that. Like you guys, we go from one thing and then we just go deep, deep, deep because that's the type of females I fuck with. You know what I mean? Like we can go on and on with our conversation, and it's just like we just need more females to support more females and stop hating, because at the end of the day, we all go through so much. We as a female, like we need to fucking wild, you know what I mean? Like I'm ready, give it to me. But
equally, okay, yes.
You know I'm feeling it.
I do.
Yeah, that's Olga walking butt naked.
Turning herself on in the mirror.
Yes! You know what I'm thinking about Sagittarius, you guys? I have known like a lot of Sagittarius, like we do. It's something about the mirror. Like you guys know I love dancing and all this stuff. And of course, a hating ass bitch be like, oh, there goes Olga doing the most. But it's really just my personality. That's been forever. Even when I was a big girl or bigger, because I'm still a big girl, you guys. And it's just been me. And if you've been following for so long, you know, oh, that's just Olga. But some people get bothered. You know what I mean? Like, she thinks she's all that, or she's doing the most. She's too seductive.
If I'm too much, go find less.
That's just an insecure person.
Go find less.
If I'm too much, go find less. I do the most. I do. So if I'm too much, go find less.
Right. So I think we're gonna end up this with go find less if I'm too much, right? So
deuces. Go find less. Go settle for less. I'm the upgrade. I'm the Bentley. I'm the Lamborghini. You want a Honda? Go fuck with the Honda. Go find less. We do the most over here. Nothing wrong with the Honda, just figuratively speaking.
You guys, I know. I have a fucking buzz. Anyways, you guys, I finished my fucking champagne. I took 2 shots. I don't know how many shots of whatever. Añejo.
It's herradura.
Herradura. So I'm feeling myself. This bomb ass blueberry. Just keeping it real and like just being you, bro. Like 100. Like that's what
I got you. And send me Pepper's address. We can handle that. You know? we can handle that.
No, I'm letting that one.
I got you though, cousin. You just let me know I got you though. Don't nobody fuck with my family shit.
All the time. And then she started having fun with her, and I go, well, that's fine. I can share my comadre. It's okay. You
know what? One of the things, you guys, I don't know what it is about me, bro. But sis or ladies, I don't get jealous like that. Like I feel like if I
don't either.
Like if I find like my sis is so dope, I'm gonna bring her around. Like, man, you guys have to meet my sis. She's hot. Yeah. I'm like, she's hella dope. I'm the that type of energy. You know what I mean? So when people would try to be like, I'm jealous because you're kicking it with who I like, you shouldn't be jealous. Just come along, like, you know, chill with us. Like I don't know. That's just my energy.
That happens all the time though. I can't tell you how many people are like, bro, so-and-so's mad at me for kicking it with you too much. I'm like, tell them to come too. What's the problem? Yeah. They're just mad because they're like, I'm always posting you shout outs and you know what a good friend you are. And I love my sis and mad. Like, man, let's just have a big party. Let's all just walk around our underwear and drink and just fucking have, you know what I mean? Like have some girl time and everybody could love each other. But yeah, no, I don't get jealous. We could all be friends. You know what I mean? Like you don't even have to invite me. If I see you, oh, we're over here drinking, I'm gonna show up, bitch, because I'm family. I don't give a fuck. I don't need an invitation.
Right. Like it's clear. It's like so fucking clear. But anyways, thank you, sis, for being my co-host. And this is episode 3 of Vibin Con Las Chulas season 3. And we're gonna continue.
Oh my gosh, 3 is my lucky number. I ended up on a 3-3. That was meant to be. Oh, see, look at that.
Look at that.
That was meant to be.
So
Today's gonna be a lucky day.
spooky ass fucking seasons for this whole month of October. Thank you so much, you guys. I know we went a little bit to the left and right and like a very like real conversation with my girls, and we keep it 100. And right now we're just eating some blueberries, and I finished my
and turned up. I'm
I'm
gonna be
lit,
looking for
guys.
those pictures. Go post some pictures, sis. I'm gonna be on the lookout for your sexy ass.
bro. I'm so lit right now, sis. Like I wish you were here, to be honest.
I wish I was there too. Man.
Bro, I'm so lit. I already ate twice of cheese. What is that kind of potatoes?
Potatoes with chipotle and lemon.
Chipotle and lemon. Then I had to eat some because right now I'm like hella like red and shit. My face is numb. You guys know I do the most. Like I'm so fucking sensitive. You guys know that, right? I even fucking cried today. What the fuck?
See, you never know what you're gonna get here.
All right.
That's all right.
Okay.
It's the passion. It's the passion.
It's the passion. I think this is the longest episode we ever had, you guys.
I might cry. I might kiss you. I might stab you. You never know. It's the passion.
You never know.
That's
Murder.
right.
Murder.
Cuidado.
I mean, like sometimes it depends what kind of mood I am, right? So anyways, thank you so much, you guys. I appreciate you guys for
Thank
tapping
you for
in.
having us.
And I hope you guys enjoyed this episode 3 of season 3 with Vibin Con Las Chulas. Peace and love. Bye.
Bye, chulas.
Bye. Love you.
Love you.
Bye, you guys.